on a budget. We talked about this in natural alternatives for home growers episode. But what about avoiding your pH up and down? Unless you're pigeons and you're lucky as hell to just have beautiful water, what would one do? Well, then you just not do. You'd either buy your pH perfect nutrients, which is definitely not a part of bare minimum, or would you go organic and make sure you have a buffer of some sort of pH buffer in your soil? Or then would you use a natural remedy to lower your pH?
I think it starts with your water source, right? So it's like, you're going to use tap water? Do you have a well that you're going into? Looking at those first, and talking about the bare minimum here, but it's always advised to get a water test to see if whether or not. I actually got a water test this year, and had Dr. Bryant Mason. I don't know if he's a doctor. Bryant Mason, the soil
They're
doctor.
going to call him Doc.
He's the soil doctor. I think he has a PhD, but I had him take a look at it for an episode, and he had pointed out, man, you got salty water. Like, it's really not recommended to use this tap water because it's just so salty. High in bicarbonates as well, which is going to increase the pH. That could throw things off. So looking at your water source to begin and seeing if it's usable or not, or do you need to filter it? A lot of people are using it straight out of the tap. Bare minimum, just watering in there. Sure, their plants are going to have deficiencies, but they'll still get to harvest. Again, it goes back to the person who doesn't really care about bag appeal, just wants the effects off of the final product. So you can go that route. Or using collected rainwater. You can use it from a lake, which shout out to Mama Kush 420. There's keep it cheap that way.
I think it's important to mention too, it's like bare, oh darn it, I had 2 points and I just forgot the first one. I'll continue on with bare. Oh yeah, everyone's bare minimum is going to be a little bit different. As you mentioned, you think checking your water, getting an understanding of your water, and the test is a part of that bare minimum, right? And that's fair. I would not consider that as part of the bare minimum because I have great water, and it's just not something that I consider. So a bare minimum for me might not include that, but a bare minimum for me might be an excessive amounts of pH down, or an excessive amount of something to, maybe I've got high iron in there or something, and I need to kind of neutralize that or lower, have a nutrient. We said that a pH perfect nutrient. Maybe that's just something a bare minimum needs. So I would just
subjective. Very subjective.
I would just look at your situation and see what does it require.
Talking about pH up and pH down, if I may hijack this for a minute.
Please.
All natural ways, things you might have around your house. Baking soda, you might have lemon juice around your house, right? You might have vinegar. Those are things you can use as pH adjusters.
This FTS clip was brought to you by AC Infinity, leaders in garden innovation. Use discount code TheStash15 at checkout to save some money on your order.
From the Stash Podcast.